I'd love to take a closer look at the windows, and you can tell our viewers what makes these so special or what makes these so energy efficient.
Well, they're triple pane windows, so they're really thick windows. Dave, you can talk about more of the gas insulation.
Yeah, so in addition to the triple panes, there's argon gas in between the panes, which creates better insulation. They're also very well sealed, and the glass is coated in a particular way, and different orientations of glass are coated different ways. So since these are facing south, as I was saying before, during the winter the sun is low and you want the heat to come in. So these windows are tuned to allow a lot of heat from the sun to come in, but they're insulated to prevent the heat from coming out. So you're creating a greenhouse effect intentionally. Whereas windows in other orientations that aren't getting the winter sun don't let as much heat in, and so during the summer months you don't overheat the house. And also there are awnings above these windows, so when the sun is high during the summer months you're not getting as much heat coming in. And so you'll notice right now the sun is really focused more on the windowsill, whereas if you were here in December or January, the sun was streaming all the way across the room.
Another neat thing about the windows, we have a lot of awning windows that when we open it up, the wind, it's called a wind
stack effect.
Wind stack effect. We open the windows above here in our atrium area, so you feel like there's a constant flow of air coming from here going up to the atrium, so the hot air just shoots right out. Yeah, it circulates right out. So it's nice in the summertime when it was really hot. We didn't have to turn the air conditioning on. We just opened up our awnings, and you could feel the air going right out. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And another great idea that you had was having the ceiling fans.
Oh, ceiling fans, that's right.
So we have ceiling fans in all the bedrooms, and so we haven't been through a summer yet, but we're hoping not to have to run air conditioning at all, between, you know, enabling the air to circulate and the ceiling fans, and allowing the cool air to come in during the night hours when it's cool, and then sealing it so that the house remains cool during the day. We're hoping not to have to run the air conditioning.
Great, thank you. Well, I noticed that the windows are really wide at this point. Can you tell us about the insulation?
So normally, building, when you build what the measurements are, it's
2 by 4.
2 by 4, and these are
2 by 8.
2 by 8, so it's a little bit thicker and wider.
So the walls are actually a little bit over a foot thick, and that is, you know, partially the 2 by 8 construction. So we have 8 inches of dense packed cellulose inside all of the walls, and cellulose is great. It's ecological. It's essentially recycled newspapers. It's relatively inexpensive, and it's a fairly good insulating material. And so it works very well, and that all of the walls have, all the exterior walls have cellulose in it. In addition to that, we have rigid foam on the exterior, which acts as an air barrier. So it prevents air leaks, cold or hot air transferring from inside and outside. And you don't need, if you have an existing home, you don't need to have foot-thick walls to have good insulation or good air sealing. You could always improve whatever you have. So whatever walls you have, you can always add insulation to them, and you could always air seal them better. And it's relatively inexpensive, and it has a huge beneficial impact, because it's the most important aspect of being energy efficient is just enabling the house to maintain whatever temperature it is already, and just between simple insulation and simple air sealing assist that process significantly.
That reinforces, we talk a lot about home energy audits, and Massachusetts is a fantastic state for providing free energy audits and weatherization upgrades. And one of the repeating themes that we keep hearing is about the tight air sealing. So making sure that your home envelope, your thermal shell is retains everything that you just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
With some simple fixes, as you said, just making sure the windows are caulked and insulation is adequate. So great, so let's move on. Maybe you can talk to us about your heating and your HVAC system.
Sure. I'd be happy to.
Inquiring minds want to know.